I love monsters. Hey, thanks for joining us on YouTube. What are you doing here? Darkness falls across the land, and my stick is shorter than. Another day of vlogging, and yes, I do love monsters. Because of the show The Walking Dead, a lot of people think of zombies. In fact, when I was younger, that wasn't what I really thought of at all. Most of the shows that were movies of zombies were not really much of zombies. But nowadays, with the makeup and the special effects and things that they can do, is awesome compared to the days of when I was younger. Most of my monsters were that of like Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, The Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Mummy, all those movies I love, The Bride of Frankenstein. The problem with me is, now that I'm older, I watch Dracula and I put it on and a few minutes later I wake up and I'm like, what happened? And I fell asleep through the movie. So it's kind of hard to hold my interest. So because of that, a lot of my monster thoughts now and movies that I like has changed. I do like a lot of the new movies that have come out now, like The Conjuring and Annabelle, and those type of movies are you know, in my area because I like dealing with a lot of ghosts and things. I like the spirits out there and watching all those interesting shows. The series that they're doing of Insidious is a good series too. If I said the word right, I hope I got it right. I watch a lot of late night television. I did when I was a kid. I still do. There's a guy that's out there that I still watch now named Stanley Gulli. I guess he's out of Chicago. It's on MeTV. So he shows a lot of movies that are the same movie that I saw when I was a kid. So these movies are like 110 years old. I don't understand why when they do movies like that, or when they have a show like that, like with Elvira or something, they're not showing movies that are newer and more updated. But I guess the only reason I can come up for it is that they make more money if they're showing a movie that has been shown 100 years ago. To me, I would think that you would want to show more of the newer movies and expand the length of time that these shows are on television so that you can enjoy them more and you can get more out of the host and you can stay awake and be able to watch the movie, and at the end it'll be a pretty good movie. A lot of the vampires and things, my era was like Dracula. It was funny. The interesting thing about Dracula was that when he made the movie, he didn't have, that was the first vampire movie, and he didn't, I mean not first, there was, you know, there was the other ones, but that was the first one that he didn't wear fangs in the movie. He didn't wear them at all. But when it comes down to like Twilight, that's a fun movie, but Twilight, that's not really real to me. And they kind of keep changing the rules, like when it comes to the television series, when they do the Vampire Diaries and stuff. That's interesting, and I didn't know vampires were allowed to break all the rules that we had learned all the rules were about, the daylight and all that. So when these movies come out, it's kind of funny because the persona that these vampires, that these monsters had, is sort of all of a sudden out the door, and I'm like, wow, everyday problems these vampires are going through now, and it's kind of a big shock to me. I do, however, like things like Aliens and some of those space creatures that they put together. You know, from the old days when it used to be War of the Worlds. That was an interesting movie, and a lot of remakes that they've done, like the new War of the Worlds. Well, for me, that was a lot of fun. I like a lot of the remakes that they did. Universal was trying to recap on everything, so they did like the Mummy, and they did the Frankenstein, and they did Dracula, and they put a new twist on things, and try to cover more to the book. And so some of those were good. There was like the movie The Hollow Man that came out with Kevin Bacon. And I love Kevin Bacon, but I got to say that movie was not really what I was expecting. I was hoping it would be. But then again, when you saw the original movie, it wasn't until I saw Vincent Price do the Invisible Man that I really enjoyed. But there are a lot of movies I do like. I like the Halloween movies when they first came out. I don't really care so much, although I like Rob Zombie. I didn't really care for his version of them. I like, The Fog. I like seeing, The Conjuring and Insidious and all those that I mentioned. I enjoyed when Jaws came out. It actually scared me. I love watching that over and over. As far as like the old movies, I enjoy watching like Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, or Dracula and Frankenstein. Those movies were a lot of fun, and they're great to watch over and over again. And they're great movies that came out that I still love. I don't know why I love this movie still. It's The Blob. It's the original one, not the second, not the remake. And The Blob had like Steve McQueen in it. I love like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the old movie Them, which is a story about giant ants that attacked. So a lot of those movies were fun back then, and they're still fun to watch. I love Young Frankenstein, and unfortunately we just lost Gene Wilder not too long ago, and I love that movie. He did brilliant. All Marty, all of them did a great job in it. So that's one of my favorites. And of course, I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Not the new one, but I love the original one with Robert Englund's in it. Great actor, great set of movies. Well done. Wes Craven did a great job. He had a lot of different movies out there, like Deadly Friends and whatnot. I love the John Carpenter movies. That, like I said, I mentioned Halloween, but it is Halloween this month, so go out there and watch like the old movies. Have fun watching like The House of Wax with Vincent Price, which is a great movie. Poltergeist, which is a great movie. I have to honestly say I haven't seen the second one, but I did see the original one, so I know the original one's good to watch. Go out and see some of the old movies, the Abbott Costello monster movies. They meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Those are fun, and they're great to watch, and I don't know if they'll put you to sleep or not, but anyway, that's what I wanted to say. The movies are really great to see, and of course, movies like Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. He's done The Corpse's Bride, and the whole big one with The Nightmare Before Christmas. That was a great movie and a must-have movie for my collection. And so anyway, have fun out there. And don't forget, one of my favorite movies is the Jeepers Creepers. Although we're told we're supposed to get another one of those movies. Anyway, so thanks for watching today. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.